Hi, my name is Iian Mandel, and I'm sending a hopeful message today on Humanity Day. I'm sending this message from Israel. We've been experiencing the horrors and terrors of war over the last week. And while this is unacceptable on any human level, we also understand and see it as a reminder of how important it is to maintain our humanity and maintain our relationship with each other and with nature. So today's message is about climate restoration. I'm sure you're all aware of the climate crisis and the extreme weather events and the climate refugees and the breakdowns in natural systems and economical systems and social systems. I want to tell you that there is hope, and not just hope, there's actually a roadmap to a future that we all want, to a climate that is safe and healthy, like the one we had before the Industrial Revolution. We have a pathway to give our children and grandchildren a world that we're proud of, a world in which humanity can flourish. So I'd like to share a few slides with you. I'm one of the co-founders of the Grandparents Fund for Climate Restoration, which is all about giving our children a livable planet, a world that we're proud of. My journey started in 2017 when I met Peter Fiakovsky, the founder and visionary behind the climate restoration idea and movement. And I became a partner and a co-founder for the Foundation for Climate Restoration. And since then, over the last 6 or 7 years, we've created organizations, relationships, partnerships, and messages to promote climate restoration. And now I'm happy to say that we're ready to get started, ready to get going. We're planning to launch the Grandparents Fund for Climate Restoration in COP28 in Dubai in a couple of months. And in 2024, we're going to start implementing some of these projects, which I'm going to mention in a minute. So first of all, the mission statement of the Grandparents Fund is to fund the critical climate restoration programs that will restore a historically safe climate for our children by 2050. This is not a prophecy. This is not a vision, or not only a vision. This is a project. This is something that is happening right now. People are working on that. Funding is coming in. Projects are being designed and plans. Technologies are being developed. And I really believe that we can do it. And because I believe that, I have no other choice but to follow this path of climate restoration all the way through. Simply put, this is our roadmap. We're here in 2023 after 6 or 7 years of development and research, and we're ready to launch in COP28 in Dubai. Based on this roadmap, we're going to get to net zero by 2030, not by 2050, like most people think we should. I believe that aiming to reach net zero by 2050 is like playing Russian roulette with our kids, and that's not acceptable to me. So by 2030, we'll be at full capacity, restoring the climate, and we'll reach net zero 20 years before the current plans. And by 2050, we'll solve the climate crisis, as simple as that. And by 2100, we'll get to zero warming compared to pre-industrial temperatures. And our work will be done. And this will allow humanity, our grandchildren and their grandchildren, to flourish here on Earth, maybe other planets, I don't know, before the end of the century. How are we going to do it? I'm not going to get too much into the details, but generally speaking, we have global projects to remove CO2 from the atmosphere, to oxidize methane, to cool off the planet while we're restoring the climate. We have a safety and governance program to make sure that whatever we're doing is safe and doesn't have any negative side effects. We have a network of local and regional projects focused on climate resilience, adaptation, food security, water security, green energy production, and waste management. And we're working with governments, local, national, and with the UN to drive climate restoration policy and promote the climate restoration resolution that was accepted by the state of California just a few months ago. And our last program is the Climate Restoration Alliance, bringing together faith leaders, First Nation leaders, corporations, NGOs, and the general public to understand that climate restoration is the goal that we want, and call for it, call the global leadership, the national leaderships, to not just stabilize greenhouse gases, but to restore and then stabilize greenhouse. So, like I said at the beginning, this is a hopeful message, even though in Israel right now, the situation is dire, very concerning, very difficult, very heartbreaking. I'm sure we can resolve this conflict. I'm sure we can bring the hostages home. I'm sure we can restore the climate and give our children a world that we're proud of, a world where humanity can flourish for centuries and even more. And Humanity Day, as far as I'm concerned, is a reminder of our relationship with future generations. And without that relationship, without that reminder, climate restoration will not happen. So thank you very much for being a part of Humanity Day. Together, we can restore the climate for future generations.